Hi guys, um, yeah, hope you are doing well. So let's do another session. Let's do another session. So today it's all about vibe coding. We are going to see how we can do vibe coding in the best way possible. Let's see how we can do a good vibe coding session. I know people have been talking about vibe coding. You can't create real products with vibe coding. You can't create this with that with vibe coding. So today it's the day to see if vibe coding you can create a very meaningful product that is standard to the market, and if you can use that in your daily lives. So today you're going to do create Instagram clone. Nothing technical. It's all everything we'll be doing through prompting. Can we prompt AI to build whatever thing we think or we have in our minds? So that's what we are going to explore today. We are going to see how possible that is today. It's not going to be hard. It's very going to be easy. It's all about coding. Nothing technical, nothing huge. The most technical part that we might be doing is basically the configurations of whatever software that we need to configure, the databases, everything. That might be the only hard thing in this case. So yeah, so let's dive into building this product right away. So I'll just be mostly vibe coding. You can say hi on the chat. You can tell me where you are watching from, and you can tell me if you are excited for this particular build. Are you excited for this particular build? And let's remind ourselves how to code. Okay, let me try. Let me see. Let me see. So mostly we are going to do vibe coding. Yeah. So we want to build. You see all these features that we have on Instagram, we want to build them by ourselves. We want to build them by ourselves. All these features, the authentication, everything. We want to see if vibe coding can really do these features right here. So let's see. For non-engineers, or in case you are learning, you are really new into this, let's see if you can really do something. You can say hi on the chat. Whoever has joined, say hi on the chat. You can give me a like. You can give me a like. So let's do this. This one should be the easiest build that you have ever done. This one should be the easiest of all. So let's do this. So I'm going to be using Tailwind. I'm going to do the basic setup first. Then the rest will be probably I've not prepared anything. So I want us to do everything how we really do it. We're going to stretch as much as we can. And our tool of choice is going to be Cloud. I'm going to be using Cloud Code. I'm going to be using Cloud Code. You can use any tool of as long as you know how to really use it. So let me see, do I have credit? Yes, I have some credits remaining. So we can play around with this credit. So I'm going to use Cloud Code for our today's build. So I want us to do the basic setup for the system basic setup. Let me share. I want to do the basic setup. So let me share again. Let me share whatever screens are necessary. Let me share. Desktop 2. This one should be fine. Should be fine. Thank you, Smart Tools. Smart Tools, how are you doing? So I want to do the basic setup. So let me do, okay, let me just share everything, no problem. Share, try your screen. Hi, there you go. So you want to do the Instagram clone right here. So I want to do the basic setup, setting up all the necessary things as a software engineer. Remember that we are doing this as software engineers. We are not only doing this as normal coders. We want to do this as software engineers. So let's see how we can do this. Let me set up. So this is my file, YouTube, Instagram clone. So this is the folder that I'm going to be working on. So let's do this. I like using cursor, even though I'm not using the editor itself. It's just for doing preview, just for doing basic preview. You can give me a like, you guys, you can give me a like, subscribe for more content just like this. So let's do this. Yeah, there you go. I think we have our folder ready. So whatever I'm going to do, I'm just going to open the terminal, then do the basic setup for our React Tailwind CSS project. So for now, I'm just going to do the basic setup. Then after the basic setup, then we are going to do the entire project with Claude. So I'm using Yarn. I just want to initialize the project first of all. So I'm going to use Yarn create void. This is to initialize the entire project. So I'm going to use Yarn to initialize this particular project. So let's see project name, let's say Instagram. Let me just use the same name, no problem. Instagram clone underscore YT YouTube. For this case, I can choose the language that I want to use. I can use React. I can use Next.js. So let me just use React. Then in React, I can choose the technology. Do you want to use TypeScript, JavaScript, or JavaScript compiler, whatever, all these technologies here. For the basic, because this one is just a basic one, let me just use JavaScript instead of TypeScript. Otherwise, we can go to TypeScript or we can go to JavaScript. So let me just use JavaScript. Otherwise, it doesn't matter because we are doing vibe coding. It doesn't matter either way. No, oh, okay. Install Yarn now. Yes, there we go. So I'm going to make sure that I install everything that I need here. Then we do now the logic. You see, how you do think as a vibe coder. So most of the time I'll be speaking alone right here. Thank you. As Smart Tools, you're also building your SaaS. What tools are you building? What tools are you building? Yeah, yeah, for sure I can review it. Just share it with me, then I will review it. In case you don't know how to reach out to me, maybe I can share my number. I don't know if YouTube will accept when I type my number, +254. I'm not sure. Okay, I have shared my number on the chat. If you can see it, you can text me. So we can wait for it to finalize. It's almost there. Then as we wait for it to complete as well, I'm going to set up Tailwind because I'm using Tailwind for my styling. So this is Tailwind, npm install Tailwind. So I'm just going to copy only this part. Yeah, because I'm not using npm, I'm using yarn. Let me just copy this part. Then it's almost there. It's almost there. Then we are going to see what we can do right there. You can as well invite your friends. You can invite your friends. We can enjoy. We can learn together. I think YouTube can't type the number. Don't know why it's taking long to install these dependencies. But it's almost there. It's almost there. Okay, I think this one worked. So if I follow this link, there you go. We have our project here. What model am I using? I'm going to use which models? Opus 4.8. Opus 4.8. This model here. It's the model that I'm going to be using. So I think it's right here. Our project is right here. So let me do set up the Tailwind. I don't want my Claude to come and confuse the kind of Tailwind, the standard that I want. So I'm going to instead use the Tailwind that I want and add. I just want to do the setup by myself. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert. Okay, let me just do the Tailwind setup. I think it has installed. So let me see what next. I want to set up this. So just go to your Tailwind config, copy this. So my Tailwind config should be somewhere here. Okay. So here, is this the same one? Tailwind config. Let me check. So everything should be working. Let me see. Has it installed? There you go. Just go to your configuration file, can be this byte. Yeah, you can see it's the same, plugins, whatever. Yeah, it's the same. So do go to your config file, byte.config, add all this, then go to your CSS file, then add all CSS file right here. So where is my CSS file? I'm going to use the app. Is it the app? Let me see in the main index. Yeah, I'm going to use the index.css. Then I'm going to do away with the previous CSS. Then I'm going to add my own CSS. Then I'm going to delete the unnecessary files. That is the app.css. Then go to app.jsx and delete all the unnecessary files. Let me see. Okay. So So I'm going to test if everything is configured correctly and say hello world. Then I'm going to test with Tailwind class name, font bold, text to be 3XL, text to be red 5 and 600, just to test if my Tailwind is really working, or if everything is well configured. There you go. It's bold, it's text. So everything is ready to go. Now I can use Cloud. I can go ahead and now do the vibe coding. Can go ahead and now start the vibe coding. So everything is cool now. So here is the task that we forget as a software engineers. So the debate is you can't create a meaningful software with vibe coding, but we don't understand what word is vibe coding. Vibe coding is just describing whatever you want. Then after describing whatever you want, then the AI is going to build it's going to build the system itself. Naturally, as a software engineer, what we used to do before these AI tools, we could face a problem. Go to Google. For example, you see whatever I'm doing here with the Tailwind. Go to Google or whatever Stack Overflow, because this is the solution. I know the problem. This is the solution. Copy, go ahead and paste wherever place is necessary, if I don't know what I'm doing or if I'm facing that error. Now, with the age of AI, these are agents. AI understands better where it needs to paste, where it needs to copy, and what code it needs to fix. The problem is, or the difference is, now you don't have to do this manual copy, paste, and everything. AI will do that for you. Now, people are calling people who are doing that as lazy people. Those are not lazy people. As long as you understand what you are doing, how your software is done, then you can do a very great software. There's no way you are going to write better code than these AI tools. There's no way. So you just have to adjust and say, vibe coding, you just have to learn what you have to do. So let's go to our Instagram here. So let's go to our Instagram. So in our Instagram, we want to explore the features. Now that's where now the software engineering comes to play. So let's see now the software engineering part that comes to play. As a software engineer or as an architect, software engineer, I know we have these rails right here, or these status right here, depends on how you call it. Here, these rails. Then we have this part. You see this part here. Then we have this right panel right here. This is another feature by itself. Then we have the navigation on your left. That is a feature by itself. Then we have the messaging, which it's also a feature by itself. See the messaging right here. It's a feature by itself. Now we have to know, where do we store our data? What database do we use to store our data? Okay. After storing our data, which is the right database to use? Do you understand the right database to use? We need an authentication. What is the best authentication system that we can use or that we can find depending with the functionality of our app? Okay, so all those features, we need to understand them one by one. So once we understand that, now we can go ahead and build. But I have some rough idea of the tools that I can use. For my case, I'm going to, because it's a demo, I'm going to set up Firebase for my database, also for the authentication to build this system right here. I know at some point the system might be slow. Otherwise, I can use other databases like Postgres, whatever database system that I want to use. So for now, for today, we are just going to use Firebase. So I have no idea how to do this. We are saying everything I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm going to scroll down, man. You guy. You guy. I see. I see what you are trying to do there, man. Okay, so because it's vibe coding, so I want to think through. First of all, I don't want to prompt anything. I don't want to go and prompt AI what to do. So I want to prompt AI to help me with the prompt that I'm going to use to build this kind of system. So let's go ahead. I want to build Instagram clone that has the basic features. So this is the initial, we are going to call it the initial prompt. Then later we are going to be prompting the AI to do that work for us. So I want to build an Instagram clone that has the basic features that are the basic features are like the authentication, posting reels and posts. We're going to post reels and post and send messages to users who are already send message to users. Okay, so those are the basic features. I want basic feature in the basic form as possible before we advance it. Basic feature to follow a user. Maybe let's call them users for this case because it's software. We can't call them influencers. We can call them users. So what next? I want this. Okay. I'm using React. Yes, Tailwind and Firebase for the database and authentication. So create for me the prompt that I'm going to use. The prompt that I'm going to use with Claude Code. I want it to be specific such that it can understand everything that I need. I'm going to use with Claude Code. It should the most basic things that I can think as an engineer can be, it should have create UI. It should be using a very simple UI UX. So let me just define anything that I think, anything in this prompt. It should tell the tools. Let me call them tools because it's going to use a bunch of tools. It should tell the tools not to produce AI like website, but a good one. Okay, we can just leave it there. Then it's going to give me a very detailed prompt, about this. So I expect it to give a very detailed prompt. Know that you are a senior product Let me just engineer. Okay, let it give me the prompt. Okay, let me see what you're saying, guys. Can say sorry to interrupt my suggestion. Okay, suggestion on PRD. Okay, TRD. App flow UI UX. Okay, brief. Backend schema implementation plan. Okay, okay. Let me see if our AI is going to give us all these. Then, if it does not produce that code with that prompt with all those criteria in place, then we are going to reprompt it until we get the finest prompt that we can just paste it right here. Then it builds for us the basic project or the app. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I forgot to say that, but yeah, we are going to generate all this. Actually, the reasons why I'm just doing it carelessly here is because I think my cloud, we have my settings that I've already set for it to think ahead. I just have to do the basic prompt, then it is going to enhance it for my case. I've just done it that way. So it should work. So let me see. I'll draft a markdown file. You see, it already understands what I need to do. That's why I'm very careless in this case of prompting here. Okay, you can ask any question on the chat. Everyone who has joined, feel free. Also use like skills, monitor, okay, UX Pro Max skills. Okay, let me see. Let us go through the prompt and see what it needs to do. Okay, let me read this prompt and see what it has. You can see, now see my prompt. See my prompt, how it has done. So whenever I press this prompt on whatever tool that I need to build this app, then it should follow this. So you are seeing your product engineer. You write production, grade React in strand. Okay, you shift end to end. There's something specific I'm looking for. So, okay, what we are building email and password Google authentication, image posting, Reels, one-on-one direct messages. It outlined the features, the follow and follow user. So these are the basic features that we have to build, but we have extra things that we need to consider. So this basically is an MVP. It's a real working product. It should be a real working product. So the stack, it outlines the stack, React, of course, in which we have done the setup. React router, in which is going to do that. It's going to do the setup. It's going to call all the plain JavaScript. Okay, it's going to call the stack, all the tools that we need to do. Then it's going to build this. So design philosophy. I don't want to, I do not want the website that looks generated. So it should ban all the purple and blue colors. It should not be using anything glass morphism. Heavy shadows, you should never use heavy shadows. Any website that is web coded, you can see all these tools that exist. You see the shadows, actually, if you have seen all the rounded corners are 3XL, like they are a little bit rounded as compared to a normal software engineer. So it should never be using any basic emojis. Fake testimonials should not be there. So you see all my rules that needs to be set. So the moment that I create any website or any project with this kind of instructions, then trust you me, my websites, all my systems will look totally different from whatever tools that you are using. So these are only used, these are just tools that you can use any time that you want. So let's see what I do want. White background, obvious. Circle avatars, borders in which make sense. One accent color, That is this kind of blue reference. So actually it has done some reference. In case I'm referring something, just go make sure that the tool that we are using, it should call Instagram, then check the reference. It should check the reference. It should check the reference. So the build order, scaffold, everything is already set. Posting feedback, post each steps. So it should post each steps. Okay. I think this one should be cool. Let's see whatever our friend is also saying. This is like UX Pro, Max Skill, and MD files. Yeah, there we go. So it has done the basic setup. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to give it to my AI. So let me just copy. Okay, there you go. So let me use my Claude Code. Yeah, show the website up how it looks for now. Yeah, not yet. We are still starting. We are yet to start building this. So let me just do cloud. Let me call cloud. Yes, I trust this folder. Let me expand it a little bit. I don't need the side panel for now, because either way we are not going to use it unless necessary. So you can see I've pasted these commands right here. We are using Opus 4.8 for our model. Opus 4.8. So we expect it to build something decent. So I know we are going to use Firebase. So before I plan, so let's see what it has to say. Before I show you the plan, let me check what already exists. Okay, so it should have access to tools and see whatever exists in our system before going ahead and building the product. So before we build this is how our website looks like. You can see it's just a basic hello world that we just did by making sure that we set all the necessary files. Okay, yeah. Thank you. You say you can Google Ponytail GitHub before starting coding. It's more helpful and saves token. It will not write dead code. Okay, yeah. I know this tool. I've been using it for a while. For today, it's just a basic. It's just a basic features because we have a lot of people who really don't understand these tools. Before we complicate it and go use all these tools. Either way, my credit usage, it's always low. I don't know why. I really exhaust my weekly or my credits. I don't know why. My usage, you can see it's 48% used because I've been using it since morning. See, I started it like 3 hours ago. And my models, I really exhaust. I don't know why. And I do coding every time. To use open code, they have good free tools, free models. Yeah, you have so many tools that we can use for building all these systems. I never get limited. Yeah, you also never get limited. Okay. What tool is that? Open code. Yeah, I'm going to check it. Open code. Okay. We have some interesting questions here from our Cloud Code. So before I write the scaffold, I need two decisions. What decision do you need? Scaffold has React 19 installed, but your brief lists React 18 as non-negotiable. Which do you want? I want the React 19. Do not downgrade. Okay, the scaffold uses Tailwind version 4 v4. Your brief Tailwind config v3. No, use v4. Do not downgrade anything. Use the latest tools. They are more safe actually, more improved. Make sure you guys, you just give me a subscription. Just subscribe. Just subscribe. Do not leave without subscribing. So we expect it to build. So it's going to take some time for it to build because it's setting up most of the things. So let's see what we have here. So it's setting up, tailwind, say next. Okay, so remember that our prompt, the reason why it's asking me too many questions before I continue is because our prompt say, wait for my confirmation before writing the rest. If anything in the brief is ambiguous, ask before you start. That's why it's asking me for approval. Otherwise, you can ignore that sentence and it's going to do everything without these unnecessary approvals. But for now, I'm going to use that tool. Approvals. Let me see. Use open code with Minimax or Max subscription for learning. I think it's better. If you are planning the learning better option than Cloud, okay. Use open code for sure. I'm going to use open code in the next one. Open code. Approve and build. For sure. Also, you guys, you can check open code in case you are not aware what open code is. For the ones who are new to this coding, you can use open code. You can try all these tools. The open code AI coding agent. Oh, it's an AI coding agent. I use call npm. No, ban. It's actually doing its thing. It's going to take some time, but it's going to do whatever it's necessary. So for vibe coding, you just have to sit and wait. I just have to sit pretty and wait. But before we wait, remember that we were using Firebase for authentication. Let me just go ahead and create that project. Okay. In Instagram. Let me do this. Can only contain letters, numbers, spaces, and characters. Why? Instagram clone. Instagram clone. Continue. Continue. Going to set up. Use the default account. Create. So do we have any approval needed? Not yet. So you can continue setting up our Firebase, the authentication and also the database. But I'm not sure if it's going to upload anything since we need to upload images, and to upload images you need to use storage, and in which storage is no longer free. Storage is no longer free. Otherwise, if that one doesn't work, you're going to switch to Postgres. Do the hard type thing. My web, let's say Instagram. Instagram clone. I might need to use Firebase hosting, so let me just do the setup. So that one is working. Actually, we did the wrong choice by selecting Firebase. We should just have gone to Postgres by default so that we can test it very well locally. So I'm going to set up the authentication. Well, let me approve this before we continue. Approve. I'm going to set up the Firebase authentication because we need to use that. security. Just go to here, security. Let me zoom. Just go to here, security, then authentication. Security authentication. It will work. I think you need to set up the GCP account. Yeah, I have a GCP account. For sure, it should work. It should work. Let me just set up the two. Save. Sign in with Google. Enable. Why do you have to request me? And I was going there. Mhm. Okay, we have our Firebase set up. Let me see if we need any approval. Ooh, we still need approvals right here. As we wait for that, I think I can copy the configuration. I need the config, only this part. Only need this part. Let me see if we have a readme file, not readme, but env file. env.example Firebase API key. .env. Okay, this one needs approval. Say next to build step 2. Damn. Okay, it's fine. So you just need to know how to use this. Let me set up the Firebase quickly. Here, let me just copy everything right here. So everything is here inside the example. So I just need to copy one by one. This one here. API key. I need the authentication domain. I need the project ID, measurement ID. Is it the measurement of the messaging ID? Wait. Messaging send ID. Yeah, messaging send ID. Then the app ID. Then app ID. Maybe I can add the. Maybe I need to do the Firebase analytics. So I can do the Firebase app ID, in which should be measurement. The measurement ID for tracking. So we need to set up that as well. Actually, we can see our tool is working well. It's really building. So it's building. So let's see. Instagram clone scaffold already. It's working. Actually, our agent is working here. It will be building in a few. Really doing some good work. If storage part did not work in Firebase due to restriction, you can use Postgres as Docker image locally. Yeah, that's why I'm saying we might change our authentication, not authentication, but our database to Postgres. We might change anytime. We might change. So let's see. I need approval. That is the good thing with vibe coding nowadays. You can just change as long as you have enough credits. As long as you have enough credits in your AI, then you can change the stack anytime. Just doing some good work. And there's no way that we are going to escape these tools, like the vibe coding tools or these kind of tools. There's no way we are going to escape them. Even if we say people are vibe coding, there's no way we can escape. You just need to know what you need to do. Okay, let me see. You want me to start the dev server, so you can click through, sign up, and you say next, or say next for the step 3. Let me just say next. 2 things to flag. Unique username is not enforced. Okay. So you need to set up a .env, in which I've done that. Email and password provider enabled, done. Want me to start the dev server? We already have the dev server running. Or say next for step 3. Next for step 3. Just build next step 3. So should we work in step 3? Step 3. You do not have an account sign up. This one for sure. Username, Vancify. Password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a simple one. Signed in as. Okay, the authentication is working. Seems I've signed in. Let me see if in our authentication we have users right here. Let me see. It might have worked. Though I might need to review the code to make sure that everything is working. Step 3. Oh, step 3 was bottom navbar, left bar, desktop header, route outlets. Okay. So actually the authentication is working. So now it needs to build all these parts now. All these parts of the sidebar, this side here. Then we need also to build this part as well. So it's going to build all these parts. So let's see what it's going to do. And actually, I'm pretty sure it's going to use the Instagram fonts, because you can see signed in as a Vancify. Okay, let me see. Now, actually, it's working. We are later going to inspect the code. So let's just inspect some code and see how it works. For example, not the routes, the authentication. Let me see if it followed the good standard. Good is this done. Username that was null, profile was null, loading history. Okay. Refresh profile. On state changed, if there's no user, okay, if the user does state, okay, there's no way we are going to write smarter code than this. Either way, let me see. Okay, we can see our file structure is very standard. It's a very good one. We have the source, we have the components, in which we need to know what is inside the components. We have the store, perfect. We have the routes, create homepage, login, messages. Not bad. Let me see the authentication. Let me inspect this. Let me see what is not reinforced. We have the display name, clean username. Now this is where the problem is. In case you are working this as a very big project, you have, remember that whenever we are writing our prompt, there's one thing that we needed to include. Let's say now this is a big project. We needed to include a prompt to tell our AI to use very meaningful variable names, all those kind of names. Variable names, those function names should be very relevant. So, okay, let me see if it followed that by handle Google. It should not have used such a kind of variable. It should say Google sign up, pop-up sign up. We are no longer using this under submit. Should create better and meaningful variable names. If you're an engineer, you will understand that, what we mean by that. Guess you are working on a project with someone else. Okay, you can see, it has built the sidebar, homepage reels, create. Okay, we can create messages and profile. Okay, the pages are empty for now. So let's see the next step. So we have our design notes. Okay, let me see, jump to the end. One thing to flag, mobile logout isn't reachable. Okay, no problem. It lives inside the desktop sidebar. Okay, no problem. So want me to spin up the dev server to click through the responsive number or say next for step 4. Profile page, read only, avatar. Let me just say next. You don't have to spin the dev server for now. Profile. You can see it's, let me check if it's responsive. The normal responsiveness. Okay, it's responsive. You can see everything comes down here. Still okay. In case you want to do in different devices, you can check these devices right here. The normal inbuilt Chrome tools right here. In case you don't have the extensions to check your mobile views, you can check here. It will appear there. So I need to leave this open for me to inspect some security issues, some things later. Profile page, adding DB helpers. Their feed will appear here. Rails create. So we are going slowly by slowly building part by part until everything works as we intend. System design is important in vibe coding. Yeah, very important. The system design. Check in Firebase. It will show the sign up users. Oh yeah, for sure. We have this user here that already signed up. You have this user who is already signed up. So that means the authentication worked instantly without fails. Whatever you need to test is basically testing the sign up with Google. So let me log out. We are going to redesign this. We can do the redesign later, but let my softwares. Let me use this. Base continue. Will it fail? No. Okay. Should not fail. Anyway, when it goes live, I'm pretty sure it's going to fail because of the authentication domain. Want me to run dev next or step next? First thing. Okay, next. I don't need anything next. Just go next. And that's where we are going to expect to see something. Actually, these features, it's not working. So let me see my credit usage and how bad I need to switch to a different tool. Actually, we have only used, it was around 48 to 63. Not bad. but it's very bad. Remember that we are using basic features. We are just building very basic features in which we don't expect them to consume a lot of tokens or a lot of credit. But just in case now, assume that we are now building the core parts that are really heavy, that needs a lot of thinking, that cloud has to go every time you build, it rethinks, then it comes back, rebuild. That might take a lot of credits. So yeah, for sure, we need to switch to open code. Open code is better. Thank you, Crash Labs. And Atanu, you're very helpful in this. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Do we need any approval? It's really building. Why is it building, but I can't see any change right here, even though it's the profile, even though it's building. I need to see some changes, man. The UI. Okay, you have a card right here, skeleton loading, some skeleton UI. This looks good. Okay, not bad. Reels, see it's empty. Create, oh, there we go. You have creates right here. Don't use cloud. I'll go bankrupt. No, just see. Yeah, I know. Actually, this sometime I forgot to switch. Let me show you what I forgot to switch. You see here, I have some credits. I buy a lot of credits to try the API for different tools. Then where is it? Where is it? This one here. Turn on your credits, and I turned on. You guy, my guy. I suffered. I used a lot of credits. A lot of credits. I forgot to switch off. Turn off. I forgot to set monthly. Then the auto renew. Hey, auto renew is off. Thank you. There's no way I'm going to go bankrupt. Otherwise, the only thing that I suffer whenever I'm using cloud is sometimes I need to go for a mandatory break when I've exhausted my usage, the session usage. When I exhaust my session, most of the time I need to go and look for a girlfriend, because otherwise this one has exhausted free credit. Not bad though. I accidentally typed as hard. Why do you have? I thought you were AI. I thought you were smart. Let me see what it has built. Not flags. Firebase config must be live now. Feed image are cropped. Square, fine. Video upload isn't here. No problem for now. Want me to run dev server? No. I'll try. Or say next to build step 6. That is pagination, toggle, comment, thread. Okay, next. The next features I need to do pagination, like, toggle, comment, thread. Next. Those are the features that I need. Okay. This is the moment that I need to test. For sure, 100% is going to fail, because it's going to fail. Pictures. Yeah, you have loaded, no problem, but for sure you can't post. Let me show you the error. Let me show you the error that is going to throw a very big problem. Document must be client offline. Okay. This is my first. It's going to fail, 100% sure. Share. I told you, Firebase storage. It's going to fail. We need to pay for this. We need to pay for this. Where is it? storage. Upgrade plan. Do I really need to upgrade? Let me try to use one of my project that is already upgraded. This one should be. I'll just have to switch. No. I'm not going to use this. Let me try something else. That's already on premium. This one is already pay as you go. I think I need to switch this to pay as you go. You better use more agents like Minimax. Yeah, DeepSeek, JLM, Casa, Composer 2.5. Yes, doing heavy tasks. Of things that needs heavy usage. Cloud is not one of the best. If you just use it without any. So this one is going blank. Why are you going blank, my boy? Oh, it's building. So for now, I need to hide this. Let me copy the files. Okay, I need to hide this because you guys can use my career. You can see my env. Let me copy. What are you? I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen. Let me first copy these configuration files. Don't want to expose my my keys. So forgive me for now. Let me first finish setting up the README file. Then you're going to go back and test our app. For those who just joined, right now I'm copying some secret keys. That's why I'm not sharing my screen for now. Actually, yeah, database URL. I don't need this. Firebase authentication domain, project ID. I'm copying one by one. Storage bucket. This one is cool. You have the measurement ID, messaging ID. Yes. Messaging ID, the app ID. Then we have the measurement ID. I think I'm done. Let me reshare. Let me reshare again. You have my README file. Let me see. Database URL. I think I need to set up the database URL for now before I reshare again. Let me share. Give me a minute. Vite should be Vite underscore Firebase. Firebase. No. Firebase underscore database underscore URL. Think I'm done. I'm good now. Hide my env. Go back to screen share. Share entire screen. Hide. There you go. Don't need this. So now this one should work. This one should work. So let me see if we have any want to build the next step. So the next step is basically doing what? The next step is step 7. Need to build the follow system, unfollow, following, list, whatever. These steps. Let me first sign up. me create a new account because I switched to a different tool, not different account. So I need to, okay. Let me sign up with Google. Make sure you like, make sure that you like live, like the session. We just want to tools. Which one don't I have? Let me continue. No posts yet. Okay. This one is okay. Reels, no reels. I can now create a reel. Let me see if I use that paid account. I can post anything. This is post one. This is no. My initial post. Yeah, it's loading. It's saying it's loading. Sorry. Let me see if you are going to get any error. If you throw any error, console, Firebase policy, blocked, that one should not exist anymore. Let me see. Open, uploading. Let's see if the image is going to decode. There we go. It has uploaded. Why has it uploaded to my initial post? You see where the problem now is. I uploaded once, it uploaded two. I can like, oh, there you go. I can message and say, hi, this is so cool. Just press enter, then it does that. Initial post. Let me see. If I refresh this, let me see what happens. My initial, see one post. This is so cool. Okay, I post once, it posts twice. Now this is the problem with vibe coding. Okay, we have noted that error, so we are going to redo it. Before we do that, let's see step 7. Step 7, what is step 7? Say next for step 7. Follow, unfollow, unfollow. But I thought I said next. Next. Step 1 out of 6 are done. Next step, follow system disable. Okay, we are going to fix that. But as you can see so far, this one looks cool. Very bad UI. This one should be spanning somewhere here so that we have something on the right. Let me go home. Home, nothing. Reels. You can't post reels. You can only create a post. Messages. Not bad. Africa Heal Health. Why is it taking too long to load? You have only one post. Followers, 0 following. No problem. Our choice of database. The problem is our choice of database. Actually, you have only 2 posts. Just see how long it takes to to load. Let me just see how long it takes to load. 1, 2, 3, 3 seconds. Only 2 posts. Now let's say now we have like 1,000. Let's say just 100. How long would it take? Very long time to load. No, that's where as an engineer, you need to introduce so many concepts now. The concept of caching, the concept of introducing things like Redis to cache every post or everything that we need to cache. Now, that's why you need to know all these different tools as an engineer. Now, let's assume you have no background in programming and you don't know about what our friend is telling us to do with caching. Then you are going to produce a very poor tool, a very slow tool. That's why you need things like to understand the concepts of engineering, the basic concepts, or the normal things that to do with engineering so that you know the best tools to use and when to apply that particular tool. So that's why now we need to introduce caching. Maybe we have to do research. Do we really need to use Firebase for this kind of project that we need things in real time, or what do we need to use? Otherwise, remember that we are using Firebase. Let me show you. Is it? Remember that we are using Firebase database, but for us to get a more real-time feature, we need to switch from the normal database in Firebase to use what is it? To use real-time this. So in Firebase, we have this kind of databases. We have the Firestore that we are using to store our data. We don't really need that much, a lot of time, we don't have much time for us to load these posts. So it's going to take a lot of time to retrieve, not really a lot, but as compared to using real-time database, then that means we need to switch to real-time database. They have some slight difference. You see, this is Firestore. That will take some time to, as long as we go insert data, then retrieve the data. It's going to take much time as compared to real-time database. Still the same thing in Firebase, but slightly different depending on the functionalities that you want to achieve. That's why we need to switch to things like real-time database when it comes to Firebase. Now, and as engineer, that's when you know what tools and when does it come to play. Yeah, we add skeleton loading. Yeah, skeleton loading. In case you don't know skeleton loading, you see, whatever is trying to load here before you load the initial post, then this one is what we call skeleton loading. How does it help? It helps in multiple ways, but just for a normal person who is seeing this something loading here, they might suspect it's their internet. They might say, it's loading, so I'll give it some time. All those things like that. You use skeleton loading to buy time, also to make sure that it loads like 10 different posts at the same time, all those kind of loading, just to give some people hope or to give people hope or just to buy some time. Otherwise, you can, in case you want to load more posts, you can load the first initial like 5 posts, then you can do pagination. The moment that I start scrolling, it has to listen and then it has to load the next few posts so that you don't have to load so much from your database. I'm going to build the next feature. I'm going to build next. Just going to type next. And I don't know why this thing crashed. Remember that we had 2 posts. get some two posts right here. Yeah. Just to be honest, most of the time this skeleton loading is just to fool you as a user, but still use. Yeah, it's very useful. Because a normal person, when you see this loading, you have some hope that one this is loading. Nothing is dead. This one is loading. So even if I give you 5 more seconds to wait, you still have to wait because you have some hope. This one is still working. Yeah. It's all about human psychology. So you have to incorporate human psychology and software so that you create a very good software that it makes sure that you hook your customers in your app. But you can use case of skeleton, yeah, but still not the use case. Yeah, it's not still the use case, but it's just to fool you, man. It's just how you market it. Everything is how you package it. Step 8 means building vertical scroll. This one is taking its humble time to build. Let me see, with all those basic features, how much usage I have. See, 79. So we started by 40, it was around 40 something, 45, 48. I'm going to recheck the video and see where we started our credits. And it's 79% used. It's going to restart in 1.5 hours. So that means clearly I'll have to choose to open code for better usage. And remember that we are not doing any heavy task right here. We are not doing any thinking process right here. These are just basic features. And you can see how much of credits or how much of session that we have used. And remember, this is a session. Now assume that you are using that very broke quickly, very broke. You already create base better. You can use Casa Compose. Yeah, use Casa Compose. But remember, I'm just using Casa here. I don't have any subscription to do with Casa. I just like the editor. It looks cool to me. It just looks cool. Okay, let's see what we have built. Say next for step 9, direct messages. Why should I say next? Yet nothing is loading right here. Okay, let me just quickly create something and see. Let me use another post. Where is the problem now? Let me see if we have any error. Push up. Let me see if we have any error that will arise. If it posts twice, Firebase error feed the query required index, you create it here. Okay, now fine. I got you. I knew. Next, and also fix this posting and viewing of previous posts. Also note that when I post only one post, it's posting 2 instead of 1. Okay. Number English, check Firebase, your old images is updated. Oh, it's not that. Why it's not showing? I used a different image. Let me check my Firebase. Okay, let me see. Why is it loading? Otherwise, I can still use voice. Voice. I can still use voice mode here in my terminal. I can still use voice in case I wanted to use voice. So we have so many tools that you can use. Okay, let me see what's happening here. Community images posts. I might destroy my own database structure if I'm not aware. July. Oh yeah. Let me see how many images we have. This is the second image that I posted. The first one, but unfortunately, it's not showing anything from here. Okay, all right. I don't need to fix that code. I will do it for me, man. Oh, my screen is not visible. Oh, sorry. Sorry. All right, this one is not loading. Oh, my image I was talking about. We have these images. And I check at my storage right here. This is my Firebase storage. Where? Here storage, this storage here. My posts. This is the collection of posts. We have two posts. The initial post that I did, then we have the second one, this one here, but it's not showing anything here. So this code should fix this once. Need to fix cursor loading, no loading. Okay. So you can vibe code anything of your choice. Vincent. Anyone who has tried IBM Bob? I've never tried it. Okay. I think this one is building, taking its humble time. And I think with that, our credits are really used. We have only 14%. Sorry. Just a moment. Yeah, my screen is lagging. Yeah. I can see actually it's behind. So we have 14% left before we exhaust our time, 14% before we exhaust our session, not time. So let's see what core features we need here. And this one is taking forever. Actually, today this Claude Code is taking forever to build. The most basic thing. Let it just build this, then we call it a session. It's almost there. So once it's done with this, then we call it a session until we complete it next time. So let's see. Don't take so much time, please, Cloud. Use ponytail. It reduces your token usage setup. That okay. Next time I'll make sure that I have ponytail. I might be using open code as well. For sure, I'm going to make sure that I change everything because this one might take a lot of time. So what's the problem? Flags, chat bumps, DM threads, no new messages. Okay, the completed are 9 steps. Want me to spin the dev server for end to end through clicks and V? Why? Firebase error, your query requires an index. Okay. So let's fix the final error. And in that case, so I'm just going to describe what I see. Just going to describe from what I can see. Just run from GitHub and ask Claude Code to set up. Takes only 5 minutes, yeah. It should set up for me. Yeah. Copy images path. Just want to describe what I can see. Once one post, can't see any post on the front end. As shown the screen in the image. Fix this. Okay, this one should fix. I'm even wondering why is it doing the skeleton loading. So let's explore the other pages. Africa Hill Health. Actually, it's not loading any post. Messages, none. Skeleton loading. Reels, no reels yet. Home, nothing. Why are you telling me this, man? Let me see what you have to do. So it's actually reading this. This one should be the final fix. I thought Cloud Code is smart enough to test itself. You should have tested yourself before you continue. Okay, let it build. So that one should be working. I couldn't try. Check your connection and try again. What connection? couldn't load. Runtime. Okay, let me just stop the dev server. Run dev. Dev. Instagram clone. Oh, I'm in the wrong file. CD Instagram clone and dev. In the wrong file. Okay, let me inspect this error quick first. I believe AI can do this Firebase Melbyte index. This project really on. Let me upload a new one and try out. Share. No problem. Failed to load feed. Firebase error. The query required an index. You can create. Oh, shit. I need to create indexing right here. Why did you create indexing now? Firestore. Indexes. I need to create indexing right here. Enabled. What indexing are you requesting for? You are requesting for? Let me see. Why is it not opening? We have this and index. Create structure and index. Okay, we create index. You can create here. What index? Collection. Let me see what we have here. Database. Is it posts? It's not posts. User data. Okay, let me switch the database. Quick first. Firebase. Firebase. DB. Going to go to a collection of. God damn! I knew it. Go to a collection of users underscore insta. It might be conflicting with my existing posts. I know why. Worry not. Control. No, Control F. Post underscore insta. How many do you have here? 51 instances. No. Insta. I really need to change this. Posts underscore insta. I will have to replace all instances at once. Users. Users install. Let me see. How many instances do you have? 47. I hope it won't affect anything. That might have conflicted. So, okay, let me create now a new post. AI agents, posts. There's no error. Upload failed. Upload failed. Okay. Automatic indexing settings. Fix this error. We have 90%, so we might end it up there. Let me see. If it fixes this, then we might end up there. And that's how we have exhausted our credits for building such a simple feature. Such simple features. Then we have no credits at all. Or usage. Running one shell command. Okay, only error last feed index missing, but notice that the collection error is now post insta. Get find replace. Okay, all right. Build passes. This one might fix very quickly. No stale. The rename is clean. Now fix index JSON to point post insta. Pretty sure that is going to fix. Thank you. What was that? Crash Labs. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, they will fix. Once the index shows enabled, your post appears. So what do I need to do? The index, you need for messages save in a second. Retrieve. Already correct. So everything is correct. Once adds up, find and replace the name identifier. Post insta details. Yeah. Go on. So let it fix for me these parts. Otherwise, it should stop fixing this. It should stop complaining about the index in so many files. There you go. Yeah, it's lagging. Sorry for that. I think something might be overheating right here, man. Okay, so we can just wait for it to fix in a few. Let me stop sharing so that I don't know why it's lagging. But we're almost there. I think we can stop there, then we continue tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, same place. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave. Make sure that you subscribe for such sessions. It's going to take some time for us to complete this full build. It's going to rewrite. So once it's done, then it's going to make sure that everything works. Everything works well. Everything works well. Anyway, for everyone who joined, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, so that we can see you tomorrow, Sunday. Make sure that you subscribe and turn the notification so that you get whenever we post or we host such kind of session. Thank you everyone who joined. Thank you Crash Labs, Atanu. I'm having hard time pronounce this name because it's one name, Atanu Biswas. Atanu Biswas. Thank you so much for the engagement. I think I also learned something. Smart tools. I think I should try open code. So the next time we're having this, I'm going to make sure that we are using open code, use Buffalo so that we don't have to type. Our job is just to appear, drink some coffee as AI does its thing. All right. Thank you a lot for everyone who joined. Make sure that you subscribe. See you tomorrow. See you also on Wednesday. Not on Wednesday, but on Sunday this week. Thank you. Have a lovely evening. I appreciate so much. Thank you. So you can comment, you can ask any question, I will answer on the comment section. Peace.